Do you want to, because I wanted to introduce my friend. So she's also in, it's Anya Melnichuk. Hey. This is Yana back there. Hi, Yana. And their professor and the student. So Anya is part of the evacuation team from Kiev. And she's organizing the schedule for buses and drivers and all the logistics and communication. So if you have a couple questions, she can share briefly. And then you can also ask my questions, because she also have like 5 minutes of time.
Yeah, 5-10, I think. No, it's a little bit more.
Well, hello, nice to meet you. If you could just share your role and what you play and how are you helping?
Sure. So my name is Anya Melnichuk, and I am originally from Kiev. But 2 days before the war started, even 3 days before the war started, my husband and I sensed that we need to leave the capital and we need to go to the western part. And he had friends here in Ternopil, so he decided that we would go there and stay in Ternopil, where we actually are right now. So when the war started, we were outside of the capital. We were already in Ternopil, and we joined with YWAM base here, and we just started thinking how we could help people. And first we created a shelter for them, so we arranged like mattresses, blankets, as much as we could, so we could host people who were evacuating from cities, like from cities in the area where it was dangerous. So, and at first, like, we didn't have much, but people were bringing even like fur coats, so people could cover with the fur coat instead of blanket, just because we had shortage of blankets, we had shortage of pillows, like of mattresses, of everything. But we were very creative. We were doing our best to be able to host people. And first, we realized that first, the people that left first were those who had cars. There were people who were more wealthy, you know, they had money, they had cars, so they could get out of the city. But then that wave stopped, and we realized there are more people who want to be evacuated, but they don't have cars. And we realized that we need to help them and provide with the cars. And so we started making rides. We asked people who had vans, we asked people who wanted to be drivers, and we connected that, and we just started, you know, going back and forth to Kiev, to the capital, and helping people to get out of the city. And after that second wave, we realized that it stopped at some point. There were not many people who wanted to evacuate, and then we realized that there are different group of people who are more vulnerable, and they can get out by themselves. And that was more like people with disabilities, elderly people, and they couldn't even get to the point, get their point where we were bringing our buses. They couldn't get there by themselves. So we realized we need to arrange transportation for them, to pick them up at homes, to bring them to the gathering point, and then to evacuate them to a safer place. And that was the most touching, because there were so many people with crouches and with
wheelchairs.
With the wheelchairs, you know, elderly people who couldn't take care of themselves, people with disabilities. And you know, that was really touching for our hearts to see those people, and to help them, to be able to help them, and to bring them to the safe place and to take care of them. And we were looking for places here in Ternopil where they could get situated, or we were helping them to get to Europe. So yeah, and right now we've been working on like creating kind of chains, when we are partnering with different churches and different organizations, and we have one partner in Kiev, and this particular group of they have drivers and vans, and their drivers are very risky, very brave guys, and they are willing to go to the very close to front lines and to take people from there. So right now they are taking people from Chernihiv region, which is dangerous, quite dangerous. And even today, the bridge was blown up, and still, like, that bridge was the connection from Chernihiv to Kiev. And we thought that the road was, done, and we thought we won't be able to get people from there. But the drivers still, they were willing to go there and check. And by surprise, there were people gathered on the other side of that bridge, so they could pick up almost 50 people from that part and to bring them to Kiev. And then our part is to go to Kiev and take them from Kiev to Ternopil. And we see that it's very effective because we're using the same vans, but with different drivers. So we have shifts of drivers. For instance, like the first shift, they leave at 5 in the morning. They go to Kiev. They come to Kiev around 1-2 p.m. They pick up people and they come back around midnight. And then they have day off, and the other shift starts same like 5 in the morning, and we are doing that like every single day. We're using same cars with different drivers, and we've seen it working really well. So yeah.
Wow, what you are doing is so amazing. What all you guys are doing is so amazing. And I thank you so much for sharing what you are doing and continue to do it, because I know it will definitely mean a lot to all the people that you are helping and saving. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.